Liverpool's recent history is a tale of resilience, determination, and glory. In the 2024-25 season, against all odds and pessimistic forecasts, Arne Slot achieved something extraordinary. He returned the Premier League title to the Red Sanctuary of Anfield in his very first campaign at the helm. It was an epic feat, worthy of the most glorious pages in the club's illustrious history. The Reds didn't just compete, they dominated their opponents with an almost relentless superiority. Player by player, match after match, Liverpool proved they were operating on another level, making it clear that their return to the top of English football was no fluke, but rather the result of a brilliantly orchestrated effort. However, success comes with its inevitable consequences. With the title secured, Liverpool were not content to rest on their laurels. Instead, the club dived headfirst into the transfer market, seeking reinforcements to further elevate an already impressive squad. And when we say reinforcements, we're talking about names that even Europe's biggest giants dream of. Florian Wirtz, for example, is the kind of player who stirs passion and fierce competition. Bayern Munich, Manchester City, and Real Madrid were all queuing up for his signature, but in the end, it was Liverpool who emerged victorious in this strategic battle. The arrival of Wirtz, along with Jeremy Frimpong, a young, energetic and talented defender, and other signings like Georgi Mamadashvili, the Georgian goalkeeper earning plaudits for his composure and reliability between the sticks, has turned Liverpool into a true footballing war machine. But here's where things get even more interesting. All this newly acquired strength has brought with it immense pressure. In modern football, big investments inevitably generate big expectations. Pat Nevin, BBC Sport pundit and respected voice in the sporting world, didn't hesitate to highlight this point. There's no doubt Florian Wirtz is special, he wrote in a vibrant piece for the BBC's website. He's the type of player who can change a game with a single touch, a pass, or a moment of individual brilliance. When you sign someone of that caliber, you automatically raise the stakes. Liverpool have shown they're shrewd in the transfer market, but Wirtz is different. Here's a statement signing, a clear message that the club are ready to fight not just domestically, but across Europe. And that's the heart of the matter. Arne Slot now carries the weight of that ambition on his shoulders. Imagine being in his shoes, a relatively young manager leading a team already seen as firm favourites to retain the Premier League title. Yes, Slot's Liverpool were already dominant before these latest additions, but now, with these key players added to the mix, expectations are sky high. As the saying goes, he who pays the piper calls the tune, and in this case, Liverpool have paid handsomely to ensure the symphony is nothing short of perfect. Nevin's comment about Wirtz being a statement of intent is no exaggeration. The German's market value is estimated to be around £100 million, not including potential add-ons based on performance. That means any tactical misstep or questionable decision from Slot will be widely debated and dissected. At the level Liverpool now operate, there is no room for error. One defeat may be forgiven, but a string of poor results? That could quickly spiral into a wave of criticism and speculation. And yet, there's something fascinating about this story. Even before these additions, Liverpool's squad was already extremely competitive. Jurgen Klopp, Slot's predecessor, left behind a solid legacy built on intensity, organisation, and passion. Federico Chiesa, signed during the previous season, barely had time to show his full potential, simply because the squad was so strong that he struggled to find space in the starting 11. That alone shows the depth of Liverpool's bench and how difficult it is for any player to cement a place in the team. With the arrival of Wirtz and Frimpong, internal competition promises to become even fiercer. For some players, this could be an opportunity to step up and prove their worth. For others, unfortunately, it may signal that their time at Anfield is coming to an end. Liverpool, known for their astute financial management, will not hesitate to sell those who fail to meet expectations. Darwin Núñez, whose transfer cost the club around £85 million, is often cited as an example of a gamble that hasn't quite paid off, at least not yet. His numbers haven't justified the investment, and this serves as a constant reminder that in football, things don't always go to plan. But let's return to the present. With the transfer window still open and over 2 months left to do business, Liverpool certainly don't intend to stop here. There are whispers of more signings on the horizon, though the details remain shrouded in mystery. What we do know, however, is that Arne Slot is determined to mould a team capable not only of defending their English crown but also shining in the Champions League, where Europe's elite await. It's impossible not to feel excited about Liverpool's near future. The combination of an ambitious manager, a talent-filled squad, and a project clearly geared towards success creates an atmosphere of optimism and intrigue. But at the same time, it's impossible to ignore the pressure weighing on everyone involved. Can Slot handle the expectations? Will Woods live up to the immense hype surrounding his name? And perhaps the most intriguing question of all, with so many ingredients for success, can Liverpool repeat, or even surpass, their phenomenal performance from last season? To fully understand the magnitude of what Arne Slot is facing, we must look back a few years and examine the legacy left by Jurgen Klopp. The German boss, who led Liverpool for nearly a decade, not only won major honours but also revolutionised the club's identity on and off the pitch. His heavy metal football, marked by relentless intensity, rapid transitions, and an unwavering winning mentality, turned the Reds into a dominant force both in England and across Europe. When Klopp announced his departure, many fans feared the club might lose its identity. However, the appointment of Arne Slot was seen as a calculated gamble. While not as internationally renowned as other candidates, Slot had already demonstrated tactical acumen and a knack for player development in his previous roles. Moreover, his modern and adaptable approach to football seemed to align with Liverpool's vision of evolving while staying true to their roots. The transition from Klopp to Slot was smooth but full of challenges. The squad inherited by the Dutchman was robust and talented, but also required constant attention. Some players were nearing the end of their physical prime, while others needed guidance to fulfill their potential. Slot quickly implemented subtle tactical adjustments that allowed Liverpool to maintain their attacking identity while becoming more defensively resilient, a balance that proved key to last season's success. The signing of Florian Wirtz was one of the most talked-about moves in the transfer window. From a young age, Wirtz caught attention with his exceptional technical skill, vision, and match-winning ability. Compared to legends like Mesut Ozil and Toni Kroos, he represents the prototype of the modern midfielder, creative, versatile, and lethal. For Liverpool, his arrival not only strengthens the midfield but also offers endless tactical possibilities. Slot has already stated he intends to use Wirtz in various roles, from central playmaker to more advanced positions, where he can exploit his finishing abilities. Jeremy Frimpong, on the other hand, is a rough diamond who promises to further refine Liverpool's style of play. Quick, skillful, and tireless, Frimpong has everything it takes to become one of the best fullbacks in the world. His presence on the right flank allows the team to stretch the pitch even further, creating space for wide attacks and openings for precise crosses or incisive runs. Georgi Mamardashvili, the Georgian goalkeeper, is another name worth highlighting. Although initially signed as a backup, his rising reputation in Europe suggests he could soon play a much more prominent role. With outstanding reflexes and a calm demeanour, Mamardashvili offers Liverpool added security between the posts, something crucial during knockout stage drama. No analysis of Liverpool would be complete without mentioning the vital role played by their supporters. Known as the Coppets, the Reds faithful are famed for their unwavering passion and loyalty. Whether singing iconic anthems like You'll Never Walk Alone or lifting the team during tough spells, the Anfield crowd is often referred to as one of the club's greatest assets. Arne Slot recognizes this unique connection and has worked to strengthen it even further. In interviews and public appearances, he regularly highlights the importance of the bond between team and fans. Our success wouldn't be possible without the support of our fans, Slot said in a recent interview. They are the soul of this club, and we want to honor that dedication every single day. As the new season approaches, Liverpool appear ready not just to defend their title but also to write new chapters in their storied history. With Arne Slot at the helm, a refreshed and motivated squad, and a passionate fan base behind them, the Reds look poised to remain one of the most dominant forces in world football.